Live in this bitch.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Man. Today. On this evening pod.
Evening pod. Yeah. So probably late to the party. I know this is like old news by this point, but still interesting topic. But if you don't know, Afro Man was in some hot water recently. So the police department in the part of in like whatever town of Ohio that he lives in, they end up raiding his house because of like someone there was like an anonymous tip about fucking like he had drugs or whatever in the house. So they went and raided his house, broke down some shit, did actual like damage and shit to his property or whatever. One of the officers got caught eating his mom's fucking pound cake that she made. Like he recorded, he had cameras like all over the place. So he went and tried to say, hey, that was BS. Can I get reprimanded, for the damages to my home? They pretty much said no. And so, all right, so he came out with some tracks, some some music or whatever, just to kind of make money or whatever, right? Like artists do that, right? They'll write about their personal experiences or whatever, right? So then the cops end up suing Afro Man for defamation, but Afro Man beat the case in the most hilarious way possible,
dude.
So now we're gonna watch someone from Legal Eagle, an affiliate, or I guess like one of his people, but they're gonna do like a prosecutor breakdown, legal jargon and all that. So that tickles your fancy on this Sunday evening.
I like that shit, man. I like that shit. I'm like, yeah, fucking toss that book at it. Yes.
Oh my god.
Because what the fuck were they doing in his house, man?
Yeah, it's great. It's so great. It is. You couldn't make this up. Only in 2026 could you see some shit get breaking down like this. Like despite all like the craziness that's like been going on as of late. Because boy, praise be to Allah. If you know, you know.
Fucking happy Easter, apparently.
Happy fucking Easter, y'all.
Dude, like I'm like I will not install a Ring camera on my door. I'm paranoid like that. Like I don't like the idea of cameras in my home. But I am so thankful that he had cameras all over his house to catch all of the shit. Like I don't know if it's out of because he is famous fear of exactly this kind of shit.
I mean, like, listen, black man living in a rural town in Ohio can never be too safe. But that's in my opinion. So, all right, let's get started.
An Ohio Sheriff's Department picked the wrong fight. About 3 years ago, they raided the home of the rapper Afro Man, broke his beloved front gate, and kicked down a charming side door. Over 3 years later, Afro Man was put on trial. Not because of any crime he committed. The police found nothing incriminating in their raid. No, he was on trial for what he said about the police raid in a viral music video.
Why are you stealing my money?
7 Ohio sheriff's deputies filed a defamation.
If you have not listened to that song, you gotta listen to the song because it's so fucking good, man.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Afro Man. That's all I gotta say. All right.
Lawsuit against Afro Man, alleging his music video caused them immense harm. But Afro Man and his attorneys obliterated them in court, and it was all caught on camera.
All of it is an outrage.
So today I'm going to break down how Afro Man and his legal team beat the defamation case.
Man,
It's the
I
fit for
want
me.
that suit.
It's the fit for me. This nigga showed up to the courthouse dressed in an American flag glasses.
We gotta take it back, man. The man is using his rights because they were fucking violated. I love that suit, man.
It's so you can't even be mad at that for real. Like, who's gonna be mad at that? Like, yeah, I'm exercising my rights as an American.
The glasses, the suit, everything. Wow.
Okay.
And answer the question he's been asking for the past 3 years.
Shoot.
Will you help me repair my gate and door?
This is Winchester, Ohio, population roughly 1,000, a small town in Adams County about 50 miles east of Cincinnati, and the county itself only has about 27,000 people. And on this Sunday morning, heavily armed sheriff's deputies are about to make a very big mistake. Enter Joseph Edgar Foreman. Born in 1974 in Palmdale, California, you know him as Afro Man, the guy who gave the world Because I Got High in 2000. The song was a goofy anthem celebrating weed that went to #1 in 23 countries and got nominated for a Grammy. Afro Man was everywhere.
I was gonna go to court before I got high.
But by 2022, Afro Man had traded the limelight for a quieter life in Winchester, Ohio, where he lived, performed locally, and made music on his own terms. He had a home studio, security cameras on his property, and cash from gig earnings stored in the house. He was not, by any apparent measure, a drug trafficker or a kidnapper. Someone, however, had told the Adams County Sheriff's Office otherwise. On August 21st, 2022, the Adams County Sheriff's Office obtained and executed a search warrant on Afro Man's home.
Which is like, it's kind of interesting though, right? Like, they just
Someone.
like, they think, I don't know. I don't want to like play into like the whole race thing, right? But you know, oh, look at this famous rapper, anonymous tip. Oh, maybe he's a drug dealer. But it's just like Afro
Into a
Man.
quiet neighborhood, and now he's gonna be poisoning our youth. Or some
Afro
shit like
Man
that.
does not make any kind of trap music that would, or any kind of music that would allude to like he lives that life.
Dude. Like it to me it's just like how lazy they are because they obviously have not listened to the music. Like it just
I didn't even do any kind of investigation. They just
they
raped
just
the nigga house.
assumed over here uncultured motherfuckers.
Some diabolical.
Do your fucking research.
Right.
But like they can't read the warrant, man. Like even
Carry on.
anonymous tip.
Anonymous.
All right.
The warrant alleged suspicion of drug trafficking and kidnapping.
The warrant said narcotics and kidnapping. The warrant said narcotics and kidnapping.
Damn you, ads.
Gaza is at a tipping point.
The basis? A confidential informant. Afro Man wasn't home when they showed up, but his then wife and their 2 kids, aged 10 and 12, were nearby. They came over when they saw the police presence. She recorded parts of it on her phone, and there's also body cam footage. According to Afro Man, the deputies kicked in his front door, broke his external gate, cut the wiring on his security camera system, rummaged through his closet, flipped through his CD collection, handled a wad of cash found in the home, and encountered 1 lemon pound cake baked by his mother. They found no drugs, they found no kidnapping victims, they found no evidence of any crime. They didn't even find the basement torture dungeon the confidential informant described because, well, apparently Afro Man's house didn't even have a basement. Needless to say, no charges were ever filed. But they did leave behind something priceless. Security camera footage. Afro Man came home to a trashed house. His front door was destroyed, his security system was cut, his property was in disarray. He reached out to the sheriff's office about repairing the damage. He says their response was essentially, not our problem.
The guy started laughing and waddling his head. He goes, "We're not required to do that." And they were unapologetic.
Afro Man actually filed his own lawsuit over the damage to his home, But that claim was dismissed, and that's because the law gives police a lot of leeway here. When officers execute a valid search warrant, they're generally allowed to use reasonable force to get inside, even if that means breaking doors or damaging property.
And to me, valid is like valid. How reasonable is this? Anonymous tipster fucking dungeon. Like, what the fuck, man? The leeway.
The leeway.
The
Yeah.
fucking...
I'm just saying, like, there should be like some kind of like loophole. That's not some loophole, but like if they find something, you know what I mean? But if they don't find anything, they should at least reimburse whoever it is that they're searching.
Or like not come in there like making the point to like slash the pillows and like flip everything and eat the pound cake. Like
I can't wait till they start talking about that nigga, bro.
They came into this man's home in this. Let's say hypothetically that the search warrant was legal and everything is fine and dandy. You don't have to come into the home when he's not present, destroy the fucking house, eat the pound cake. Like, there's levels. There's levels.
There's levels to this. Like, be serious. Please be serious.
Yeah, like, and then be like, not my problem. Fuck.
And courts have held that kind of damage doesn't automatically require compensation. So even though nothing was found, and even though Afro Man was left with the bill, the law still treats the raid itself as lawful. He also says the deputies had confiscated over $5,000 in cash, money he made from performing. Eventually, they gave it back, but Afro Man claimed about $400 was missing. The sheriff's office said deputies simply miscounted. But Afro Man was not convinced. So he asked himself a question that would kick off this entire saga.
I asked myself, as a powerless black man in America, what can I do? And only thing I could come up with was make a funny rap song about him and make some money, use the money to pay for the damages, and move on.
His answer? Make a funny rap song about it. 4 months after the raid, in December 2022, Afro Man released the first music video.
There are no kidnapping victims in my CD. Did you find
Oh my god.
No,
The fucking over looking for Tinkerbell over here. Like, what the fuck, man?
in my CDs.
Paper Mario. Like,
Oh shit, dude. Cause why though? Why are you going through his CDs? Why?
yeah.
Look at that. You know, what are you gonna find in there?
Yeah. If the man
He has
was
the
there-
Thriller 25th anniversary. I've been looking for this forever. Let me stash that. All right.
like,
Oh.
oh no, it's just like that's the thing. I wish he should have been there so he could read it and be like, "The fuck are you looking at the CDs for? People don't fit in CDs." Like, it's so fucking dumb. Oh. Such a good song though.
Right.
who's looking for? Will you help me repair my gate and door?
So what are you doing, man?
And
See, I want the largest concert tour there ever was, all over the world.
That's ambitious.
You see it? You can do it.
Michael, rated PG-13, in theaters April 24th.
Could you use up to $800? Find it at BioLife. Up to $800 is waiting for.
Then came the masterpiece, Lemon Pound Cake. Set to the tune of the Drifters song Under the Boardwalk, The video slows down on a deputy who, in the middle of executing a search warrant for kidnapping victims and narcotics, pauses at a cake stand in Afroman's kitchen and stares at a lemon pound cake baked by Afroman's mother.
He sees my cake and my porno mag call boom boom. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. Make the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice.
The video now has over 3.7 million views on YouTube.
This nigga's a fool. Dude, no, it's fucking great, man. It's fucking great. It is the best fucking just. He's just making the best out of the situation.
He has to, man. Like they not only kept $400 out of like the money they took, the absolute damages that they cost, door replacement, probably gonna have to like replace the frame, the fucking fence, all the property damage and shit. Like, it's insane. What do they expect him to do? He's an artist. He's gonna art. They take it fucking inspiration from what happens in our life. You just broke into his home. Fuck you. No. He was nice about it, actually.
He was very nice about it.
Man,
very nice.
He was very nice about it. I'll be calling you names. He's just over here like asking questions.
I feel like this is on the song with 50 Cent. Not for real.
Yeah, man, to the petty, man.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Shit, we are living in an age of petty right now. Fuck it.
Legit. Like, either he does this or he just takes it. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dungeon and shit. Assholes.
Afroman didn't stop there. He created an entire lemon pound cake album. He made merchandise featuring the deputies' likenesses. He nicknamed the cake-gazing officer Police Officer Pound Cake on social media.
I didn't know this.
He compared the judge who signed off on the warrant to the cartoon character Droopy.
He's not beating the allegations.
This merch. Oh my god, wait, I gotta find some.
Not beating the allegations. Round of applause for that. Round of applause for that, because wow.
Ooh, man. All right.
He compared one officer to Quasimodo.
Is it true that Mr. Foreman called you a hunchback?
Yes.
And specifically compared you to Quasimodo?
Yes.
He released more videos. He posted on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. He called them being from Adams KK County and accused them of theft. Then he released a song allegedly about sleeping with one of the deputies' wives. The deputies were not happy.
Now, we've talked extensively on the channel about the rise of authoritarianism in the US, and that means that independent media...
Ads within the ads. Hold on. I get it, big dog. You got to make your money too.
Yeah.
Again. Either way, click or scan now to continue watching Legal Eagle on Nebula, or I'll see you in court.
In March 2023, 7 Adams County Sheriff's deputies filed a civil lawsuit against Afroman. The claims included defamation, invasion of privacy, false light, and commercial misappropriation of likeness. They said Afroman used their images without permission and profited off their faces and personas. They said he told lies about them. They said they had suffered humiliation, ridicule, mental distress, embarrassment, loss of reputation, and even death threats. One deputy, and we'll just let you guess who, said anonymous people had mailed pound cakes to his workplace. Multiple pound cakes. Is that supposed to be a bad thing? And what did they want? Nearly $4 million in damages.
Dude,
How
that's
much?
epic. 4 million.
4 million. No. You're gonna break his home, steal his money, eat his pound cake, expect to not be clowned upon, and then take $4 million from him?
All right, so I just Google search Afro Man's net worth. How much do you think this? Are you serious?
How much, man? I can't read.
200,000. That's his net worth. $200,000. All right.
He can't. Fuck. What the fuck, man? No.
It's the 400 million due to emotional damage and the weight loss regimen he has to pay after eating all those cakes. Yeah.
Fucking the surgery and shit. Man.
Quasimodo looking to the you see them dead eyes.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, man. Oh my.
Man's was dead inside. Just like, ugh.
Did he compare you to Quasimodo? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Where did he touch you? Where did the man touch you? Can you point to this doll and tell me where did the man touch you?
Jeez.
Oh shit.
Afro Man's response was immediate. He filed a countersuit, and he had allies. The ACLU of Ohio filed an amicus brief calling the lawsuit a classic slap suit, a strategic lawsuit against public participation, describing it as a meritless attempt to silence criticism. In the meantime, a local judge eventually dismissed 6 of the 8 claims in the officer's lawsuit against Afro Man. However, the judge kept 2 claims alive, false light and defamation. They're closely related, but both run headfirst into the First Amendment. Under Ohio law, defamation protects against false statements of fact.
Yep. It is the same vibe. Yep.
I mean, that's what they're suing him for.
Definitely.
They were touching the feels.
Right. Their feels got touched in the naughty place. Oh.
Person's reputation. The elements are familiar to legal eagles by now. The plaintiff must show that the defendant made a false statement, it was published to a third party, the defendant acted with the requisite intent, and the statement hurt the plaintiff's reputation. When the plaintiff is a public official or public figure, courts require proof of actual malice. And that means the speaker knew the statement was false or acted with reckless disregard for the truth. The key point is that defamation is anchored in falsity. It's not enough that speech is embarrassing, insulting, or critical. The Supreme Court of Ohio recognized the tort of false light in Welling v. Weinfeld. False light does not require a specific false statement. Instead, it targets situations where someone is placed before the public in a misleading way, one that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. False light differs from defamation in that it focuses on misleading and highly offensive impressions, such as the impression made during a music video, rather than on specific false statements. But even here, falsity still matters. The claim depends on a false implication or a false overall impression, not just an unfavorable or embarrassing one. The Ohio Supreme Court emphasized that to prove false light, the plaintiff has to show actual malice, mirroring constitutional defamation standards because the First Amendment still applies. And there's good reason for that, because once you move from false statements to false impressions, you're getting dangerously close to punishing speech simply because it offends. And that's where the First Amendment draws a hard line. There's a defense that cuts across both defamation and false light: parody. If no reasonable person would take the statement as a literal claim of fact, it's protected. And that was the core of Afro Man's defense, that his music and videos were expressive, exaggerated, and not meant to be taken literally. But the defense didn't stop.
Oh man, I wish Erica Kirk understood this.
Oh my god. The fireworks, the makeup, oh my god, no.
Cause oh boy, was she getting toasted by Drewski. Drewski was toasting her, bro.
I saw like Jake Paul wants to do blackface because of that. And I'm like, that is
do a big dog. See.
All right. Go for it.
Go for it. Oh shit! Nah, for real. Like shout outs to Drewski's makeup team because god damn, bro.
And it was more delicate than Erica Kirk's, man. Like it's so there's
There. If the footage used in videos is real and the events depicted actually happened, then the resulting portrayal, even if humiliating or critical, is not necessarily false. And without falsity, neither defamation nor false light can succeed. So how did this case wind up going to trial? The local judge concluded that for purposes of false light, Afro-Man publicized false facts about the cops, which would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. These allegations, he said, were sufficient to state a claim. The judge also held that the deputies had a viable defamation claim. Allegations that the police stole money or used drugs were the type of statements that would cause reputational harm. The court did not agree that these statements constituted opinion, as they were each provably false. The judge's reasoning here is not all that persuasive. It is true that Afro-Man's allegations about corruption and lying could offend an average person, but the judge is overlooking the very big elephant in the room. Afro-Man made his claims in the context of songs that included parody and satire. And that kind of speech is generally protected by the First Amendment. We have Jerry Falwell to thank for that. Falwell sued Hustler magazine for running a fake ad for Campari liquor, recounting how Jerry lost his virginity to his mother. Falwell asked the Supreme Court to apply an outrageousness standard that would have allowed a jury to impose liability on the basis of the jurors' tastes or because they don't like certain expressions. But the Supreme Court held that public figures cannot recover damages unless the defendant made a false statement of fact with actual malice. And that paved the way for Afro-Man to write Lemon Pound Cake and South Park to depict President Trump in a sexually intimate relationship with Satan. Stop! You may find the Falwell ad or the South Park episodes of the Afro.
Oh shit! Woo! Shout outs to Trey Parker and Matt Stone, man. They did that.
Dude.
They did that.
I love it, man. Like that in these times you can still get good satire and shit. Like it's hard.
It's
definitely
hard.
Fucking hard, man.
It's really hard. You gotta it's like you gotta find satire in the small details these days. Because like the bigger picture is just like it's just not funny. This is like it's like ugh, this is reality.
The picture like fuck. Yeah.
Man videos funny, or you may think they're crude. In any case, he likely had a constitutional right to make fun of the deputies. It's also worth remembering that saying cops are crooked or corrupt is opinion. And when the government kicks down your door, the Constitution protects your right to say you don't like it. TLDR, if the verdict had gone against Afro-Man, I don't know that it would have been upheld on appeal. Afro-Man's countersuit was dismissed before trial. That means Afro-Man couldn't make the sheriff fix his door. 3.5 years after the raid, the case finally went to trial, and it was all documented on video. The deputies testified first. Here's the Pound Cake guy, Sean Cooley.
You were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but
Dirt.
Martha!
Dirt. I'm a dirt nerd.
The Adams County Sheriff laid down my door. Then I heard the glass break.
They showed him the music video.
It can't be the first time he's seen it.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
There has not been a day.
Oh my god, dude. It's so funny though. Like this is how you know this was not a serious fucking lawsuit. Like this shit is ridiculous as fuck. They showed him a video in court to get him to say yes, that's where he heard it. Basically, I don't know where you got that. Like, brother, there's no video about it.
There's just this lawyer is probably the best case of his life, man. He's like getting to show cops some ridiculous ass shit because their case is ridiculous as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets to be. Is this what you are saying?
So you've never heard this. So why are you doing a defamation suit if you never heard this before?
Mm-hmm. Man.
That's you with the glasses walking by a lemon pound cake on the counter?
Yes.
This clip isn't just funny, it does good legal work. Remember, for false light and defamation, he has to prove that Afroman said something false. But here, he admits the underlying event is real. That's him in the house, in the video, walking by the mom's dessert with what a reasonable person might describe as lustfulness. What Afroman added was the label Officer Poundcake. But that's not a factual claim, it's a joke, a characterization, the kind of exaggeration the First Amendment protects. This is also a classic approach to parody. Take a real event or a real person, exaggerate it, turn it into a character. Officers from other jurisdictions also call him Poundcake.
When I walked into the deputy's room up there to talk to them, but they all knew me, all knew that I'd been called a thief, lemon pound cake. He has posted my image, yes, several times on the internet. He sold merchandise, sweatshirts, T-shirts, things of that nature at all of his venues. They were, matter of fact, they were for sale at a smoke shop here in town.
Now that could be.
I need some.
Honestly, this is a bit on the level of deep and hard case, just with more competent lawyers. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with it. Oh, Johnny Depp?
Yeah, Depp and
Heard. Yeah. Dude.
Now that was a mess. I ain't gonna lie. That Johnny Depp Heard case was messy as fuck. Maybe this is a misgross representation, but the take that I got from it is that these were just really two toxic ass fucking people that could not walk away from each other.
You gotta call it at one point, man.
Like that's just what that was. Like, I don't know. Like, some people say Amber Heard was a victim, and I mean, like, that's fine. If that's what you believe, then that's just what it is. But I really think those are just really two toxic ass motherfuckers that just could not walk away from each other. It had to take Amber Heard tried to say that fucking she was sexually assaulted for them to finally, like, you know what I mean?
Man.
Even though there was no evidence of that even happening. There was definitely emotional abuse happening on both ends, for sure.
I just don't understand. But
I say he needs thicker skin, but he's not really eating. Oh, bro, stop! He's already dead.
There's merch, which I want to find.
Oh shit!
Humiliating and hurtful, but he can't get damages for emotional distress if he doesn't prove the other elements of defamation and false light. Here's another good moment of cross-examination by Afroman's lawyer, David Osborne.
This may sound stupid, but I believe it applies to myself. We're not the thinnest people in the world, are we?
I'm not going to call you fat, but okay.
I was calling myself fat. But you would agree that we're not thin people.
Absolutely.
And you would agree that how you conduct yourself during a search and everything reflects directly on your reputation?
Absolutely.
You don't believe everything you read on the internet, do you?
No.
You actually probably don't believe everything you read in the newspaper, do you?
No.
You would agree that Exhibit D that I played, the song Lemon Pound Cake, is a music video for entertainment?
There again, he made accusations that I smoke weed on there, which I don't. So that was a lie as well.
So you are suing based upon him saying you smoked weed in the song?
I say that goes along with some of the other rhetoric that he's told about us, lies he's told about us.
Here, Osborne gets.
Dude.
It's a joke. It's a parody song with a little bit of truth because you were looking at that cake and lustfully, man.
It's all right. Listen, I got a big back too. Sometimes I'll be looking at like, ooh, that'd be looking good. Let me get a piece of that. What I mean? Like it is what it is.
But what you're supposed to do was look at the pound cake, think about eating the pound cake, not eat the pound cake, go home eat pound cake. Like
just lusting over that shit. Just like some lemon pound cake. Should look good.
It's Cooley to agree that some comments, like calling someone fat, aren't really provable facts, they're opinions. Then he walks him into something even more important. Cooley admits he doesn't believe everything he reads online or in the media. Whoops, that's the reasonable person standard. Because if people don't take everything literally, then a song, which is obviously meant as entertainment, is even less likely to be understood as a factual claim. And once the case is framed that way, it starts to fall apart. The defense called just one witness besides Afroman. That's Rhonda Grooms, a teacher and the ex-wife of Sheriff.
Oh, this is some diabolical shit. They got the ex-wife of Officer Poundcake. The word we're looking for is what Officer Poundcake displayed to the cake was this.
Man.
They're all there salivating and shit.
I don't get it by the $400. Motherfucker ate my pound cake.
That was my mama's pound cake. My mama made that pound cake. Cause what the fuck, dude? Cause what the fuck? Cause what in the actual fuck?
That's just disrespectful.
Oh my god.
Like it all. Out of all the levels of bullshit in this, that's just.
No, this is good. This is so good. This is like one of the best cases like ever.
Oh, man.
This is definitely case of the year. If no other trial happens in 2026, this is the best one of the year, bro. Like,
I'm just surprised that we're not watching a video about Afro Man's case. This is a video about Afro Man defending himself from the police case.
Mm-hmm.
Like Afro Man's case did not go through. That's just insane. So he gets to give him a legal whooping on this courthouse because they dared accuse him of shit. It just,
man, it's almost like we wouldn't even be in this situation if he wasn't accused of fucking trafficking narcotics and kidnapping. Crazy, right?
Anonymously. And you guys just went in there instead of like starting a case and doing some like fucking NCIS, LMNOP fucking investigation shit. You guys just broke into a man's house
for no reason and found nothing.
Do you also believe when people call you and tell you your refrigerator is running? Well, go chase it or some shit? Like, fuck, man. So ridiculous.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
And they thought they were going to get away with it.
Oh my god.
Grooms. She was asked whether she and her students were familiar with the Cardi B song WAP. Grooms testified that they all knew the song and nobody took WAP seriously.
Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
Yes.
Has your students played it in class?
Once, and I asked them to please turn it off.
When they were listening to it, did they think that was fact?
No.
So they didn't think that that was depicting anything in real life?
No.
So you didn't have to teach them that wasn't real?
Right. No, I did not.
Would you agree it's derogatory towards women?
No.
Even though it says nasty things about them?
Yeah. No. I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
What's even worse, his ex said he wasn't devastated by his portrayal in the video for Lemon Pound Cake. Imagine being able to own your ex by testifying that he doesn't really understand the law and he was lying about being mortally wounded by his song. This was a devastating moment for the plaintiffs, and not just because of the personal dynamic. Her testimony did two important things legally. First, it reinforced the defense's core argument that these songs weren't meant to be taken literally. By comparing Lemon Pound Cake to a song like WAP, the defense was showing the jury that it's a genre built on exaggeration, shock, and humor. Rappers are not exactly known for their factual reporting. In other words, the same point underlying the parody doctrine, no reasonable person is treating these lyrics as statements of fact.
Let me stop right there, because comparing that shit to WAP, from a legal standpoint, genius. Fucking genius. So get someone all professional in government to say something gnarly shit from songs like WAP, bro. I'm just saying. WAP is diabolical.
Dude.
I ain't gonna lie.
Fucking and spell it out like wet ass.
Wet ass pussy.
Mm.
Ma'am, you're a school teacher, so your students have they played a song called "Wet Ass"? Let me see here, pussy.
But like fucking shout out to that lady though, because she was like, when the guy's like, oh, will you believe it's offensive to women, and she's like, nah, whatever the artist wants to, like, if that's what it's like, okay. I was not expecting that. I thought she was gonna be like, yes, it is derogatory towards women, and I believe.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because she felt that shit when she heard it for the first time. That's why. That's why. I'm sorry, but listen. Wet ass pussy was an anthem for females with magic boxes. That's all I gotta say to that. Shout out to the females with magic boxes. Y'all are appreciated.
Oh man,
making motherfuckers crash out on the daily. He couldn't come up with another word. Had to use pussy. He wanted to be factual, you know.
The wet ass vagina sounds
doesn't hit right?
Doesn't, yeah. It's just not.
Or a very secrete vagina.
Oh. Hey.
Don't really hit the same, right?
No.
It's like moist. Makes people cringe and pain.
Moist. The fucking snail in it.
Snail is crazy. Right. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh shit.
Second, it went straight to damages. Grooms claimed he was deeply harmed by the song, but his own ex-wife testified that he laughed about it. That undercuts one of the key elements of emotional distress, that the harm was real, serious, and severe. So this wasn't just embarrassing, it was legally fatal. It's hard to claim a song destroyed your life when you were laughing about it. And since the jury did not find in the plaintiff's favor, it's likely they thought her testimony was at least somewhat credible. But Afro Man's lawyer was making a key point. Artists tend to make exaggerated claims, particularly in rap, but come on, also in country and other genres. The lawyer pointed to one song in particular, Lil Wayne's Pussy Monster.
Nobody looks at Lil Wayne's song Pussy Monster and says there's a monster in that song. Everybody knows it's exaggeration for entertainment. Is he commenting on something? Sure. But it's not fact.
That was arguably the same thing Afro Man was doing in the song.
That lawyer smokes weed. That man, I'm telling you, best day in this lawyer's life. He's gonna say some crazy ass shit.
Hold on. You want to see something cringe real quick?
Young Gandalf looking motherfucker, man.
That makes me moist.
Oh. Oh. It's gone. It's gone.
Oh fuck.
That's wrong, man.
Yes, genius, flawless legal argument. That I'm telling you, bro. That was just referencing other apps.
This dude is destroying it, man. This dude's destroying this case.
It gets worse the longer I just laugh every time. The more I look at it, the more I laugh. It's just makes me moist. Because I don't even know what the lady sounds like, but that's what it sounds like in my head.
That's pretty accurate, I think. And I don't like it.
Oh shit! But shout out to this lawyer though. He's doing it though. This lawyer is fucking.
No, he's destroying this case, man.
He's doing that shit, bro.
Making these cops fucking squirm in that chair, man. Just like fucking.
I hear it with a British accent. Well, that makes me moist. It's pretty bad that way too. All right.
Things about Adams County. Some of the things the deputies found offensive were not facts, but matters of opinion. For example, one song calls Deputy Randy Walters a son of a bitch.
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch.
When asked about it, Walters notes of his mother that she's been dead for years.
When they call you a son of a bitch, that would be an opinion.
I'd say that would be an opinion.
Because there's no way we can prove whether you're a son of a bitch or not.
Yeah, she's been dead for years.
It's not the point.
I'm sorry about that. But you would agree, though, that when someone calls someone a son of a bitch, it's not necessarily a statement of fact. It's more a statement of opinion or a description of a person.
Sure.
The same thing with being called, I think it's Gomer Pyle.
Yes.
Okay. No one would think you're Gomer Pyle from the movie.
Obviously, that's a character in a movie.
Yeah. But you're not that person.
No.
This was an effective cross by Osborne. It went directly to the legal stand.
You're human, right? Obviously, you're not the son of a female dog. Like, what the fuck? She's dead.
That's not the point. But sorry for your loss, but that's not the point.
Sorry for your loss, but
folks are wild, bro.
Oh man.
Folks are motherfucking wild.
By getting Walters to admit that calling someone a son of a bitch isn't something that can be proven true or false, the lawyer established that it's an opinion, not a statement of fact. Then he took it a step further. By walking through even more absurd examples, like comparing Walters to Gomer Pyle, Osborne showed the jury that these weren't factual assertions at all, but exaggerated comedic descriptions. In other words, the kind of rhetorical hyperbole the First Amendment protects. Sergeant Walters testified that one of the most harmful things Afro Man did was suggest in a song that he had slept with Walters' wife.
He said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
But under cross-examination, things got more complicated. When pressed, Walters struggled to say whether the claim was actually false or even verifiable, at one point responding, "I don't know," when asked directly if the statement was untrue.
Does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know? Like, so
I'm just saying, what are you trying to say about your wife, big dog?
he is tossing his wife for these alleged $4 million that he's trying to get from a man that only is worth $200,000. Dude, tossing his wife right under that bridge. Fuck.
I mean, to be fair,
he
really can't know. On the other hand, him and his wife are sure to have one hell of a conversation, bruh. I'm sure this nigga got chewed the fuck out because she's like, "What the fuck do you mean you don't know?"
What do you fuck you mean? Fuck, man.
That's gonna be some marriage counselor. She finna get a divorce. Or fuck the nigga out of spite. I don't know.
Now he is gonna know.
Now he's gonna know. Oh shit.
The point isn't whether the claim is true, it's whether the law treats it as a factual assertion in the first place. But this shows how easy it is to get tripped up on the witness stand. His answers probably damage his case. False light and defamation both require some connection to falsity. But here, the alleged harm rests on a claim that even the plaintiff seemingly couldn't clearly define or disprove. At the same time, the statement comes from a rap song, an expressive medium that audiences don't typically interpret as a literal fact. So instead of showing a provably false statement, the testimony ended up highlighting the opposite, that this is exactly the kind of hyperbolic speech the First Amendment is designed to protect. But then Afro Man took the stand. And a little side note, when a defendant shows up looking like this, plaintiff's attorneys would be wise not to underestimate them.
And because they executed a search warrant on your home, that gave you the right to post the things that we've seen this week on the internet?
Because
is that right? Is that right, Mr. Foreman?
Yes, for tearing down my door, not paying for it, not being apologetic, me being a sport, doing something peaceful to raise the money to pay for their damages, me having the right of the.
I'm a little too infatuated with this man's fingernails right now. The
freedom of.
You got tips or some shit on? Like, what's that?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like.
He does French tips. Okay, nice.
A little self-care. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of self-care. Yeah.
Dude got a mani-pedi before.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You tried to say, listen, I'm finna show the fuck out in this trial.
Indeed, man.
And then he got the weed leaf ring on the other hand too.
Dude, I want this suit so bad.
Oh my god, it's so great. It's so great. Nah, facts.
Speech as an American to talk to my family, friends, and fans about what the sheriffs did to my home. Yes, I had the right to my freedom of speech. After they left, I had the right to kick the can and to do what I had to do to repair the damage they brought to my house. Yes, I did.
That includes the right to post the videos that you've just been posting up until Friday and beyond, right?
Yes, I have freedom of speech. I'm a rapper. I entertain. I write fiction, comedy. Yes, I mean, I entertain for a living like you practice law for a living. So I have to go to work.
The lawyer tries to suggest, hey, you took advantage of the warrant to make money. Afroman effectively flips that back the other way. He didn't make the videos to be vindictive. The deputies created this situation. They tore down his door, ripped up his home, and refused to pay for the damages. That reminds the jury of who started it. But it's also a subtle way of pointing out that this lawsuit is actually retaliation against him for exercising his First Amendment rights, not the other way around. He clearly labels his conduct as entertainment. He writes, he performs, he entertains. He's not a reporter. He also recites the legal standard in a down-to-earth way. It's not easy to define the reasonable person standard, but he does that here by saying, I have freedom of speech, I talk to my family, friends, and fans, and they have opinions about these videos. I also think he did a fine job of humanizing himself. He goes to work every day just like the lawyer, just like the jurors.
You remember in your deposition when I asked you, why did you bring the news when you picked up the money?
Yeah, I didn't want to get beat up or Epstein at the sheriff's station after I seen him running around my house with AR-15s. So that's why I brought the news and my attorney. So to make sure I got out of that place with my money.
You brought the news to protect you physically.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't bring the news because you already knew there was a miscount and you were going to make.
I didn't know nothing about the miscount. I didn't know. I figured they stole my money. They turned my cameras off. So if you turn my cameras off, you must got something bad in mind.
Again, in this clip, the lawyer seems to.
No, that's facts. What you should have.
Why are you turning off those cameras? It's not your camera. That's not about your body camera. Some shit. Why you turn it off?
Yeah, fiction comedy. He made a clear statement. Yep, done. I make fiction comedy. Yes. Shout outs to that. I don't want to get beat up or Epstein. Afro Man did not kill himself.
He did not. He is of sound mind and body.
It's crazy how we gotta say that nowadays, cause boy,
man, like Afro Man and I talked yesterday. He sounded fine. He yeah. If he all of a sudden, yeah, nah, man, a lie.
All right, let's go.
Be suggesting that he was trying to set up the deputies or create a spectacle by bringing in the news media. He countered that by saying he had a reasonable concern about what would happen to him based on how he had already been treated by the sheriff's department.
AAA Auto Insurance has been ranked number one
so
for
long
auto insurance customer
ads,
satisfaction in
no.
the Southwest.
Hello, my name is Alexander Yermak. Until 2022, I was a musician, and now.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed.
In the end, the jury sided with Afroman. And once you walk through the law, that outcome isn't especially surprising. The deputy's case depended on turning songs, jokes, and edited footage into provable false statements of fact. But much of what Afroman created looked exactly like what the First Amendment protects: exaggeration, criticism, and commentary about government actors. If a reasonable viewer wouldn't take it literally, then the defamation and false light claims are dead on arrival. And maybe that's what this case is really about. Not just whether Afroman said something false, but whether he could be punished for saying anything at all. We've unfortunately seen this before. In the Novak v. City of Parma case, another one involving the Buckeye State, a local man was arrested for parodying his local police department on Facebook.
Anyone seen outside of their home from the hours of 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. will be arrested. Thank you. And some people, I'm sure, were confused about it, but most people responded to the fact that it's clearly a parody. Parma Police Department did not like my page.
Different facts, same problem. Local police didn't want to be criticized, so they retaliated against citizens who mocked them. But the Constitution doesn't guarantee that criticism will be fair or polite. It protects the right to be loud, mocking, and even offensive when you're speaking about the government. And that brings us to the part of the story that's a little harder to see, but just as important. This case didn't start with a raid, it started with a confidential informant. The law recognizes that confidential informants can be unreliable. They may have a motive to lie or exaggerate, or they may be seeking leniency in exchange for information. That's why officers are supposed to corroborate at least some of what a CI says before using it to establish probable cause. The rule comes from Illinois v. Gates, where the Supreme Court said that when presented with a search warrant, judges must look at the totality of the circumstances, including whether the informant is credible and whether police corroborated any part of the informant's tip. Because without that verification, the tip...
Corroborate. Corroborate.
That fucking part.
That fucking word. I need these motherfuckers to get it tattooed with a definition on their forearm or something.
Right.
Because corroborate.
They just raided the nigga's house.
Didn't go ask any questions. Like he was awake. What did they think? He had like a trap door on his basement or some shit, like Scooby-Doo style.
Right.
Fucking
word of the day, cooperate.
corroborate, man. God damn.
This episode of Sesame Street is sponsored by the word cooperate. Can you say cooperate, Elmo?
Corroborate. Fuck, man. So dumb.
Oh, what?
Isn't evidence, it's just a story, and if that story is wrong, the consequences are real. Thankfully, no one was hurt during the raid on Afro Man's house, but people have been injured and killed during raids based on faulty information from confidential informants. When that happens, the damage can't be undone by a parody song. But two things unquestionably were hurt in the raid: Afro Man's beautiful gate and his tasteful door with a sunburst window. So now that he won his case, will the state of Ohio finally help repair them? Unfortunately, no. His lawsuit for damages was dismissed because the warrant was lawful. Deeply flawed, but lawful. And unfortunately for Afro Man, he's also probably on the hook for all of his attorney's fees because the defamation case against him was filed before Ohio enacted its anti-slap statute in January of 2025. But there is one silver, platinum lining here for Afro Man. The internet never forgets. And so when it's the night before your trial, and this banger is what you put into the world, you're probably going to end up with all the gates and doors you could ever want.
Mine eyes have seen informants get busted with felonies. Tell the cops I'm a kidnapper and I sell a lot of keys. Raid my house and then get pissed, cause the dungeon don't exist. My proof's on the internet.
Now, all this highlights why it's so important to get a great lawyer when you're dealing with your own case. Now, after I started this channel, every week I'd get hundreds of comments and emails from viewers who are dealing.
All right, where is yep? That's just a little addy ad. Nah, but dude,
Gold, man. Motherfucker won that case, released the song. Mwah.
Yeah.
Just. I want a shirt, man. I want a shirt so bad.
Can you say corroborate?
Oh man.
Should have fucking put it in Spanish.
Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that, man? Just like gets a phone call. Some dude that doesn't want to go to prison tells them, "Oh yeah, no, I heard like Afro Man throws mad parties," and then his German sex dungeon porn dungeon, like
why German though?
I don't know. Oh god.
Fucking some offended Germans. What the fuck?
Germany, like
we just gonna stay catch strays, huh? Like we're just not gonna get over World War II, huh? It's gonna.
It never ends fine right now. I'm
never
sorry.
gonna. Never. Oh, he did it. Wait. What is this? I'm pretty sure I said it wrong. Oh shit, bro. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead.
It's so bad. It's so bad. That was the most ridiculous fucking case.
Yeah.
It just. Oh
I have
man.
to look up that act that they brought up, I guess. So I guess because he still has to eat all the lawyer fees. But
Because
some law passed after the fact, so where he wouldn't have had to eat the lawyer fees.
yeah. So like slap suit. Basically, the lawsuit is the punishment in a way. The cops, if they want something cool, if the person that they're suing just settles so they don't have to pay for all the lawyer fees, the cops make a little bit of money. But Afterman actually went and destroyed the police on the suit because it's a stupid suit. It's a slap suit. It's not meant to be serious and contested and brought to court and shit. Most people, when like billionaires and shit use slap suits, they'll like sue you for a while. You were spending your money on lawyers, and then once you spend a bunch of money on lawyers and shit, they'll drop the case, and then you're left with like just a shit ton of lawyer fees. So I'm unfamiliar with the law itself that they passed, but I'm guessing what it does is it makes it so if a lawsuit is brought to court and is deemed that is punitive and just to like make the other person spend money for no reason, they probably will be held accountable for like the cost of the lawyer or some shit like that. They'll have to like pay for just taking everyone's time and money.
Apparently, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Okay.
About $300. Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna like buy one of these shirts and hopefully that helps. I want one of these shit. Dude, I sent one of the.
Always down for the cause. Always down for the cause.
I don't know if it's an official one, but I sent it to the private chat. Like it's fucking funny. Oh man, these are fucking gold. Let me send it over here. There you go.
Oh shit.
He is looking at that pancake lustfully, man. God damn.
Oh wait, I didn't know they put fucking Peter Griffin in that shit.
That's just funny.
Okay, so let's see what the shirts look like. Those are, yeah.
Dude.
That's fucked up. They have to put him like Peter Griffin. And then when life gives you lemon, you make lemon pound cake.
Hey.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Like the first one is funny, but I think this is the one I'm gonna get.
Yeah, no, this is pretty good. Well, thank you guys for coming through, watching. Thank you, Doriga, for the memes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Always a good time.
Hey.
Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you, as I learned a little bit about law and shit and your rights.
There you go. If you make a parody, it's free speech.
Hey, man.
Erica Kirk.
Oh, dude. This shit.
Memes in the 2000s. Memes from the 2000s. Yep. What
I was gonna say, her makeup, man, reminds me of this bread. Set it up.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's called a pambazo. And it's just like fucking bread with like a puff of like fucking flour on top. Instead of makeup right there. It's just
bro.
It's so bad, man. Woman has so much money and she
Damn, bro. Drewski outdid you, bro. Trying to be like you. That's crazy as hell.
But
anyways, enjoy the rest of y'all evenings. Catch y'all on the next one.
Yes. Love you guys. See you in the next one.